Good evening, my dear friends. As I promised all of you, I'm today live in front of you, and I'm sure you people might be
Good evening, my dear friends.
And as all of you, we have been trying to connect with each other in this pandemic. And I'm sure this pandemic has stopped. People might have
Good evening, my dear friends.
and really, as all of you to connect. We have been trying
today
this is going to connect with opportunity in this that you took that
And I'm sure
this pandemic has
you
stopped. And we have
people might
decided
have- Good evening, my dear
to get live really and
all
just
of
some
you,
changes.
we have been trying
this
today
is going to connect with
live
problem
in this
that you
pandemic.
sort those
And I'm sure
this pandemic has
you
stopped. And we have
people might have-
decided
Good evening, my dear.
and I'm sure
Just
people
all of you,
people will
we have been trying today to connect with live in this
very useful.
And I'm sure
I'm sure that means many times by means that while handling this new kind of the techniques, there are going to be a lot of issues. But day by day, we people will get the mastery on these things, and I'm sure we people will connect with each other, and we will do the best. We will try to do the best, my dear friends. As all of you know, we have been discussing about the different sort of the grammatical aspects, and from means that the day before or means that the for last 2-3 days we have been discussing about how to speak English fluently and confidently. Most of the viewers, they have been asking the questions, and those questions are regarding the verb forms, regarding how to start to speak, what initiative we should take to start speaking. So these kind of the different questions people might have been asking, and they have been asking every day, and those things we have to sort out now. My dear friends, speaking any language, as I already discussed many times, I told you, speaking any language, what is the natural phenomena of any language? Natural phenomena of every language, it is listening. So my dear friends, this is my suggestion to all of you. Listen more. If you are not going to listen, most of the time I come across about your activities. I post a lot of videos, near about 70 videos. This was today's 70th video I have posted. And you people are English learners, English aspirants. But what we do, just to touch to the video, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go, that kind of thing, if you have been doing, then I'm sure how you are going to develop, that's going to be the question, Even if you people might not give the importance to the grammar, my dear friends, it is important one. The reason we have to construct the sentences, there is a need to construct the sentences, there is a need to really have that the mastery on the constructions. And really, if you think regarding that the mastery of the constructions, there is a need of the grammar. And if you are not going to understand what exactly is what that the structure, what exactly is the time sense, then how you are going to speak? If you don't know that how to talk about yesterday, how to talk about tomorrow, how to talk about everyday activities, how to talk about the present activity, really it is very difficult to speak. It is very difficult to discuss, my dear friends. So my suggestion to all of you, what is that? Just you have to work on this. You have to think about this. You have to work on these grammatical aspects, and you have to practice more. If you practice, if you work on the grammatical aspects, I'm sure we are going to speak. We are going to definitely enjoy that our English speaking sessions, Now, just I uploaded the message. I posted the message on all the groups. But how many of you have joined over here? Just 7 to 8 members have joined over here. Just I welcome over here Pritesh Kulkarni, I welcome. Aini is there. Aini is the strong follower of our channel. So I will really appreciate Aini for following consistently and making the change in herself, that. And one more, that the Pritesh is also the very strong follower of our channel. And I'm sure that you people, means that both of you are here in front of me. So definitely I'm sure that you people might be getting the change in yourself. You might have started to speak something, and whatever the thing, whatever the changes you people might have been getting, I'm sure that you are going to write in that the chat box. Pritesh and that the Aini both are there. So definitely you are going to put your message, or just you are going to post something in that the chat box regarding your development, Miss, these videos are going to be very helpful. And now, most of the grammatical aspects I have posted. And I'm sure that if you watch only this much video, miss, whatever I have posted, that near about 70 videos, these 70 videos are sufficient to make you very strong or very fluent in your day-to-day communication. So only the thing is there, what? Beginning. Beginning is very much essential. And most of the time we don't begin, and what we do, just we start to daydream. I want to develop my language. I want to make the change in my life. I want to make the change in my English fluency. I want to make the change in myself. My dear friends, how it is going to possible if you are not going to change yourself, and if you are not going to change your mindset, my dear friends. So change your mindset. Without the consistent work, without the consistent efforts, without the systematic work, without the regular work, how we people are going to really develop? That's going to be the big question in front of all of us, Any miracle is not going to happen. Remember that. Only your efforts are going to change. Only your efforts are going to make the strong change in you. Not any kind of the miracle. And these kind of the changes, these kind of the transformation, my dear friends, these are not going to happen overnight. Remember what I'm talking. These things are not going to happen overnight. It will take time. It will test your patience. Let me repeat. It will test your patience, that. Yes, our Murlidhar Gudape sir is there. Welcome, sir. Rupali Patil ma'am is here. I'm sure that you people might be doing the best. Rupali ji, I welcome. Yes, Santoshi ma'am is there. I would like to welcome you, Santoshi ma'am. Definitely you people are doing the best in your respective fields, and just you are chasing your dreams, you are chasing your work, you are chasing your workplace, and definitely you are doing the best. So just 4-5 members, those who are with me, really I would like to appreciate all of you. And every day we are going to meet at this moment at 7 o'clock, and definitely we will discuss what are your issues in English language, or whatever the problems are there. And definitely every day I will give you something new lesson over there. So my dear friends, what we were discussing about that the consistency. That consistency, it will make the certain change. That consistency will really give the practice to your tongue, my dear friend. And see, you have to work on your tongue. And it is not an easy task to work on the tongue or to make your tongue habituated. So which is the question? To make your tongue habituated, that is going to be the big question in front of you. And how you are going to do that? Only one solution is there, that consistent practice, without any kind of the excuses, without any kind of the hesitation. Just we have to keep trying, because every skill, it requires efforts. Every skill, it requires consistent efforts. Without consistent efforts, or without consistent your whatever the try you have been doing, definitely we are not going to achieve that particular skill, my dear friends. So if you wish to really achieve that skill, do the consistent efforts, and whatever you wish to do the best, because at last one day you will remove that confusion. What happens, many things we keep at the back of our head. What we do, we keep a lot of things at the back of the head, and just we daydream about a lot of things, but we don't do anything in a better way. Because reason, we think more, but we don't do any kind of the action. Let me repeat, we think more, but we don't do any kind of the action in response of your thoughts. So those thoughts will remain only thoughts. And how you are going to develop without consistent efforts, that's going to be my question to all of you. So take the efforts, work more, and speak consistently. I'm sure you are going to do the best, And nowadays, there are going to be a lot of mediums. There are certain mediums, there are certain medias which can help you to develop. And yes, this one, that the YouTube, that's going to be the strong medium definitely which is going to be the strong means that the profit in your skill development. So who stops you? Only your laziness. Who stops us? Only our laziness. Who stops us? Only our procrastination. How many times you have clicked to the video and just thought in your mind, let's see afterwards. This is my question. How many times you have clicked to that video and just you have thought or you have just decided to see next time? So my dear friends, it happens. It happens, you know that. So most of the time what we do, we procrastinate. We leave the things for the second day. We leave the things for the next day. We leave the things for next time. And that matter stops us from the development. So every day, little effort. What I'm talking, every day, little effort. Every day, 10 minutes video, 5 minutes video. Definitely it is going to make the change. And remember, all these things are going to be free of cost. Yes, there is no need to pay any kind of the thing except your mobile data, you know that little bit just you are going to spend over here, but rest of the things are going to be absolutely free for you. So be consistent, be the consistent visitor of the channel, and I'm sure we are going to do the best and we are going to make the complete transformation in your language, in your grammar, or in your personality, my dear friends. So really, if you want to develop yourself or if you want to develop your personality, 2-3 things just you have to be very careful. And number 1, that is the consistency. Number 2, that is the determination. Whatever the decision we have taken, we have to determine very strongly and we have to decide, I will complete it anyhow. I will complete it in any situation. Whatever the circumstances are going to be there, but I'm going to complete it. I'm going to really finish it and I'm going to get that the mastery, that kind of the decision, that kind of the determination. Once you have, then only the one thing remains, taking strong efforts, dedicating yourself for that particular thing which you have decided. So dedicate, my dear friends. And once you dedicate, I'm sure you are going to have that the mastery, you are going to have that the strong development, you are going to have that the relief in your life. Yes, if you are not going to do that, most of the time we live in the confusion. We live in that the one particular tension. We live with that little bit, yes, what we say that the stuckness in your mind, just you will find over there. That the reason just you are postponing, reason you are procrastinating, reason just you are showing your laziness, reason always we blame to the self. Just see that many times what happens. I know that the Santoshi ma'am, Murlidas, Rupali ma'am, I miss that the Pritesh is there. So what happens with us if we postpone that matter somewhere at the back of the mind, somewhere for the whole day, there is going to be one negative thought or there is going to be little bit tension, and that tension or that negative thought always disturb us. That will really make what a little bit that the disturbance in our mind, and just we people are going to keep little bit disturbed for whole day, So why don't we finish the work which we have decided? And what we have decided to speak English very fluently. So what we have to do regarding this? We have to work on this. We have to take the efforts. We have to really work very confidently on these kind of the things. And every day we have to do something. And if we do something, I'm sure we are going to develop in a very systematic way. So what we have to do? Take the control on the time sense. Take the control on the tenses. Take the mastery on the tenses, Take the mastery on your complete time sense. Try to understand what are the verb forms. Try to understand how to use them in a very specific way. As I already discussed you in yesterday's video, how to speak English, we discussed about 3 aspects. Number 1, describing something. Just talking about the possession, and number 3, talking about what that is going to be the action, So these 3 things already we discussed. So when you are going to talk about the possessions, what you have to use, when you are going to talk about that description, what you are going to do, and when you are going to talk about what, that the action, which verb forms and what you are going to do, all these things we have already discussed, my dear friends. And in the future also, in the live classes, we are going to discuss all those things. If we think about English, English is the matter of only three things. Remember, without these three things, nothing is there in English language. One, describe somebody or something. This is the first. Number two, talk about the possession. And number three, talk about the action. Just you have to concentrate on the time. Only time, nothing else. Once you understand how to describe, just you are going to change the time as per the requirement. So how many times we have? Only three times. If you are going to talk about present time, you are going to use am, is, are. If you are going to talk about past time, you are going to use there was and were. And if you are going to talk about that the future time, you are going to use shall be and will be. So this is the description. Just use them as per the time in front of any subject. Yes, that's all. And what you have to do as per the need, as we speak, that 6 type of the sentences we speak, 6 type के sentences हम बातें कर लेते हैं. Just we have to use them in a systematic way as per the need. Because sometimes there is a need to talk in negative manner, sometimes there is a need to talk in a question, or sometimes there is a need to talk in the positive sentence. In this way, there is a need to talk, So according to need, just you should describe. And for the description, what we have done, we have used there am, is, are, was, were, shall be, and will be. That is a very easy one. Second aspect is the possession. That already we discussed about that, the possession. And that possession means what? Yes, what I have. What I am, that is a description. And what have I, or what I have, that is the possession. These two things we have to talk, we have to speak, we have to communicate. And when you want to give the possessions, you are going to use their what? Just have, has for the present possession, had for the past possession, shall have, will have for the future possession. Means मेरे पास है, मुझे है, that is have, has, right? और मेरे पास था, मुझे था, that is had. मेरे पास होगा, shall have, and that will have, that we are going to use. And then we are going to talk about the possessions. So mostly what we speak I am somebody, मैं कुछ हूं, कोई हूं, कहां हूं, कैसे हूं, ये मुझे बोलना है. सेकंड थिंग, पोजेशन मतलब मेरे पास क्या है, मेरे पास क्या था, मेरे पास क्या होगा, ये बातें करने हैं. एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज गोइंग टू बी देयर. Pradeep ji, just good evening to you. Third thing is going to be there. What? Third thing is going to be, what is that? Is action. And that action, what? Verbs. That action you have to use. So one thing, remember that. Only these three aspects, if you remember. What? Description, means describing, telling that who is who, or who was who, or where is he, or where was he, or just you are going to talk about what? Just you are going to talk about possessions. इस possessions के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. मेरे पास क्या है, मेरे पास क्या था, मेरे पास क्या होगा, और किसी के पास क्या होगा, क्या रहेगा. In this way, when you want to talk, just you can use that have and has. But when you are going to talk about your information, describing means मैं हूं, वो है, वो था, वो वहां था. Yes, that kind of. When you want to talk about time, when you want to talk about place, when you want to talk about, yes, how was he or who is he, in that way, just you are going to describe that person or that something, just you are going to describe, my dear friend. And the second thing you are going to talk about, that the possession. I have, I had, I shall have. He has, he had, he will have. Does he have? Does he have? Do you have? Do you have any problem? Does he have any problem? In that way, you are going to ask the question. You are going to ask some WH question. How many? How many? Means that how many brothers do you have? How many brothers does he have? Means what you are talking about possession. And this is the second category of speaking. And the third category is about action. Means whatever the movement you do. Now look what I'm doing. I'm just speaking in front of you. This is my action. You people are listening. That is your action. You are doing something. That is your action. Means whatever the movement we do, that movement is nothing but that is the action. जो भी movement हम कर लेते हैं, उस movement का नाम होता है action. और वही action को हमें use करना है according to time. देखो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं. वही action को हमें use करना है according to time, my dear friends. So how we are going to use them according to time? For that reason, there is a need to know verbs form. Verbs form like go, went, gone, speak, spoke, spoken, think, thought, thought, play, played, played, come, came, come, read, read, read. That kind of the verb forms are necessary. And if these verb forms are not there, how you are going to speak about yesterday? That is going to be the big question. And you people always complain that, sir, learning grammar is very bored. Learning something is very bored. My dear friends, how it is going to be possible for all of you without learning the verb forms, learning the grammar, or learning that some structures and all kind of other thing? Really, it is an impossible one. Yes, most of the people suggest you what? Arya, think in English. I will also suggest because I have achieved now and I feel that it's very easy to think in English. But how? Is it a miracle one to think in English? I'm sure it is not going to be possible in this situation, in these circumstances. जो भी हमारी surrounding है, इस surrounding, how we can think in English? It is not possible. So my dear friends, always I compare that. Those who are the celebrities, those who are from the metropolitan cities, yes, those people can think in English because they have that the surrounding. We don't have that kind of the surrounding. We don't have that kind of the atmosphere. So what should we do? Only to raise the questions, only to give the excuses, or only to think in English without thinking, I'm not going to speak. Only these things are you going to do? I'm sure. Stop all these kind of the excuses and do the best in whatever the situation we have. What I'm talking, do the best in whatever the situation we have. जो भी situation हमारे पास है, in that situation, we have to do the best, you know. So what is available with us? Newspapers are available with us. I'm sure it is difficult to understand at the beginning. But my dear friends, without consistency, how we can really understand anything? So consistency is important one. Read more. For 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, definitely you people will not understand. But once you keep that consistent, definitely you people are going to speak or you people are going to understand that what exactly that the newspaper language is there. A lot of ways that the news are there, YouTube channels are there, listen more. Because this listening itself is going to make you very confident. Listening itself is going to give you that some particular words which you can really get out of your mouth or which you can use in your day-to-day communication. So listening should be very powerful. Don't you think so? Yes. You also think so. What do you think, Pritesh? Listening is a very, very important one. Right. Yes, Santoshi ma'am is there. Yes, what? That listening. So concentrate on the listening. And as you listen, don't forget to speak also. Speak more. Wherever the opportunity you will get, just utilize that opportunity. Speak over there. And don't take that any kind of that the botheration, you know. Take out of that the confusion of that the wrong and that right. Don't go over there. Don't overthink about am I speaking wrong or am I speaking right. Stop that matter, because always that thinking, that overthinking stops us from taking the action. And most of the time we stop our speaking only and only due to that one reason, and that is somebody will laugh at me, I will commit the mistake. Yes, मेरी गलती हो जाएगी. People will laugh at me. People will make the criticism. What people will think about me. How I will look, you know that. Look how am I looking in front of the camera. Think whatever you, but this is my role to continue. Show must go on. I have to speak. I have to continue. I don't have any kind of the way. So I can develop. I can speak fluently. The reason is that I speak regularly. And what about you? Most of the people, I'm not going to talk about each and everybody. Most of the people, what they do, just they speak occasionally. Means in the college, there is the seminar, then do the preparation of the seminar. In college, yes, there is that certain kind of the presentation. Then do something for that the presentation in 1 or 2 days and just go over there by mugging up. Just mug up the content and go over there and speak. But my dear friends, by mugging up the content, I'm sure you cannot connect with the people. See what I'm talking. By mugging up the content, we cannot connect with the people. There should be the proper connection between this part and this part, this part and this part, this part and this part. The reason, whatever you want to speak, you should generate the idea here, and that idea you should execute from here. And when you do in this way, I'm sure day by day, just you are going to have that the control, you are going to have that the mastery, you are going to have that the particular means that the confidence to express, you are going to have that the experience of speaking, and the mind gymnastic takes place, my dear friends. As you work in the gym to make your body or to build your body, just you do the exercise to keep yourself fit, just you have to do the exercise of speaking also to get the practice and to make that speaking very fluent and to make that speaking that very confident one, So this is my suggestion to all of you. Play with your mind and play with your tongue. As you play more with your mind and as you play with your tongue more, I'm sure there is going to be the perfection, because without that the practice, without that the consistent practice, I'm sure there is not going to scope for the development, my dear friend. So promise me, just you are going to do the practice and just don't find out that the occasions to speak. Make every occasion. Don't wait for the moment, perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Don't wait for that the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. That kutlihi means whatever the opportunity is going to be there. Don't wait for that. Take it and make your opportunity. Definitely that will make or that will help you to develop yourself in a very strong manner, my dear friends. So how do you think? Are you going to start? Are you going to begin? Are you going to find out the opportunities? No. Take every situation as your opportunity. Don't wait for that somebody that he or she will give you the chance. Just work. Somebody will give you the chance. And don't wait for that anybody chance. Create your own chances and start to speak, my dear friends. So as I told you, English has been divided only in 3 steps. Remember, this is a very easy one. English has been divided in 3 steps. Number 1, describe something. Number 2, talk about possessions. And number 3, talk about actions. This much, if you want to talk this much, इतने बातें करने के लिए हमारे पास क्या होना जरूरी है? बस you should have the knowledge of the tenses, my dear friends. If you have the knowledge of that the tenses, and if you have the knowledge of that the verb form, and if you have that the knowledge of only the structure of sentence, SVOCA pattern. Yes for subject, V for verb, O for object, C for complement, A for adverbial. If you know these 5 elements of these sentences, and if you know the place of these 5 elements, and if you know the verb forms and the tenses, I'm sure you are going to speak in a very fluent manner. But one thing is necessary, that is practice, consistent practice and consistent efforts. Definitely those efforts and the consistent practice will make you fluent, my dear friends. So when you are going to start this, are you going to start it today, right now? Are you going to start it right now or today? Just you can type it in the chat box, type it, type it what you are going to do. Are you going to start it? So many times I ask you to record your videos and post it, but nobody is going to dare. Nobody's trying it out, So record your videos, post it, Most of the time, people used to give you the suggestion, stand in front of the mirror and practice for speaking, stand in front of the mirror and practice for speaking. Most of the times, the suggestions we people used to get from the society or family members or from our friends. But really, is it applicable nowadays? Stand in front of the mirror, look yourself and speak. Most of the time, I'm sure you will forget so many things while speaking. I'm sure it is. And you have that mobile in your hand. This kind of the gadget which is going to be the helpful, my dear friends. We can connect to the thousands and the lakhs of the people only through this gadget. And this gadget only is going to create the miracle in your life. This gadget means your smartphone only is going to make you very fluent. Use your smartphone and just be connected with us. I'm sure you are going to speak very fluently, and that's going to be my challenge to all of you. Give your 10 to 15 minutes every day. Give your 10 to 15 minutes every day, right? Definitely you can develop that skill. So this gadget only, this smartphone only is going to develop you, yes, or it is going to take you at the different level. So use this gadget very strongly and very smartly, my dear friends. It will really make the transformation. It will make the change. So record your videos and listen more. Listen your own voice. खुद की आवाज खुद सुनो. I'm sure it is going to be more beneficial. Most of the time, so many people give you the suggestion. But if you are not going to understand what exactly the fault, what exactly the mistake you are going to commit in your speech, then how you are going to get there the mastery? And that phone itself will tell you what kind of the mistake you are going to do. Are you going to do that the mistake? Means are you doing that the mistake in your structures of the sentences, or in the pronunciation, or in your expressions, or in your body language, or on your facial expressions? What exactly the mistake you are going to do? Your smartphone itself going to project in front of you. And really, that is going to be the strong criticizer, and that is going to be the strong person who is going to appreciate your activities, and that is called your smartphone, my dear friends. That's going to be your what? Smartphone, my dear friends. So use that. Yes, definitely it will help you a lot. It will make you the real history in your life. A lot of things are there in that smartphone, so use that carefully. I have made that the video also on that. Most of the videos I have done, whatever I'm speaking right now, most of the videos I have done, and that if you go there in that the playlist, I'm sure that you can find out near about 70 videos I have posted in this lockdown. How many? 70. Today 70th video was there. I have posted near about 70 videos for you. So listen them and work consistently. I'm sure you are going to develop in a tremendous manner. Nobody is going to stop you, my dear friends. So just we will try to meet every day, or in a week 2 times, or that the 3 times as it would be possible for all of us. We will try to meet over here. Don't miss the live sessions. At least this kind of the listening, let me repeat, at least this kind of the listening will boost your confidence. At least this kind of that the listening will give you some certain words. At least this kind of that the listening will motivate you to open up your mouth. And see that some of you have written some comments over here. Miss, don't you find out this is the practice of them? Because they have expressed themselves. They haven't thought, Miss, that the Pritesh has written, Santosh ma'am has written, Pradeep Patil has written, yes, one more Aini has written, Rupali Patil, yes, Patil, Miss, you have written it. You have written these comments, Miss. What you are doing, just you are expressing. You are expressing your thoughts. And if you write these comments in little long manner, or if you write those comments, that more, I'm sure just your writing skill you are going to develop automatically, my dear friends. And if you are not going to at all write, how you can develop? That's going to be the issue. That's going to be the problem. So, my dear friends, think and write the comments. Write the comments and think wherever the opportunity is going to be there, speak there. Prepare your videos and just post it on the groups. Post it on that or Facebook group, or post it on your, yes, whatever your friends groups are there. Definitely people will come with a lot of suggestions, because people are there to criticize you or to appreciate you. They are ready to spend their time, but you are not doing the dare. So do the dare, post the videos and work on this, my dear friends, that. So start with the little sentences. How you are going to start? Even if you want to start to do that, you can start with that single word that can transfer or that can be changed in the long sentence. How you can start? You can start like this. Come, go, sit down, speak now, work hard. These are sentences. These are sentences. So what is necessary now? इसके पीछे, yes, who sit down, who come, who go. Yes, these kind of the things we have to post there. Miss I, he, she, it. That kind of the things just you have to post. And then afterwards you have to write that where, when. त्याच्यानंतर मीन्स आफ्टर द वर्ब के आगे आपको पोस्ट करना है व्हाट, कहां पे, कैसे, दैट काइंड ऑफ द थिंग्स यू आर गोइंग टू डू ओवर देयर. So that's all, my dear friends, from me. In this way, we have to keep in touch. We have to really be in touch, that, and we have to practice and we have to work on our English. And I'm sure we will do. We'll be very much consistent in all these kind of the things. And yes, my dear friends, thanks a lot for being over here with me today in the live session. Tomorrow also we are going to meet at 7 o'clock, and tomorrow we are going to discuss about that how to use that particular verb forms and how to the frame the sentences and how to speak effectively. That kind of the things we are going to discuss tomorrow, my dear friends. Once again, I express my sincere thanks and the gratitude to all of you for being over here. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to watch the video which I have posted today, and that video is what? Yes, think in English, think in English, think in English, think in English. That suggestion we get from the hundreds of the people, but really is it possible to all of us? Just you check with that video, watch that video, and just I have posted it right now. Definitely you will come to know that how that think in English will be improved and how automatically we will start to think. That's what I have given in today's video, that which I have posted. So thank you once again. Tomorrow we are going to meet. Thanks a lot, my dear friends.